Welcome back to part 3 of my office makeover. Last time we built the base and the top for this desk, and today we need to work on the drawers. We added all that trim to our base unit, and now we need to add the same trim to the actual drawer fronts. I really wanted to do a fun design on these, but the shaker style really is the easiest option and matches our trim the best. So I decided to compromise a little, and although I am going with the boring shaker style front, I promise I'm not going to just leave it like that. I decided to fill all the nail holes and seams with Bondo instead of wood filler because Bondo is supposed to be less prone to crack, and with all the time I've already put into this project, that is the last thing I want to happen. The only problem is this stuff dries fast, so you have to work fast. Oh, and I'd probably avoid using it indoors if you can. On the other hand, since it does dry fast, I was able to start sanding it smooth pretty quickly. Now, I did prime these drawer fronts first with a foam roller because anytime I've tried to put this primer in a sprayer, it gets clogged. But then I obviously used the sprayer for the regular paint. If you watched part 2 of this series, I told you I got the IKEA Alex drawers off Marketplace used, and some drawers were definitely more used than others. So I'm covering all the drawer bottoms with this contact paper. Supervisor number 2 did come by to check in and make sure that these were in fact boxes, but she was quickly pulled away for a different meeting because her job is never done. Since the units didn't match, I also covered the sides of the black drawers with the contact paper. And let me tell you right now, unless you have a bunch of time to waste, this was a terrible idea. I'm talking 2 out of 10, do not recommend. Now remember, we have one unit that has a door, and adding trim to drawers and doors are 2 completely different things. It was actually easier to build a whole new door than to add trim to the old one, because adding the trim made the door too thick and it didn't open all the way. Now remember, I told you I was not going to have plain shaker doors. So I got this pull wrap to add to all my drawers, and I stained it the same color to match my desktop so it can tie everything together. I also added it to that door that I just built, and spoiler alert, you're gonna see it again later on. Honestly, I feel like I've lived 9 lives to this video already, but it's finally time to put these drawers back together.
That's not a box. It's okay.
Also, I was wrong. These are in fact a box.
All right, how about I just put all of these on?
And for anyone wondering, yes, I am well aware there's a drill right there.
What do you think? Do you like it? Should we leave a drawer empty for you?
I did in fact choose to do all of these by hand because my supervisor is not afraid of power tools. I mean, did you guys forget about the living room built-ins? I know she likes to be a hands-on boss, but look at that long fur. It's just bound to be a liability. Luckily, she did let me put these together without any more distractions, so we could keep this project moving along and get the hardware added. I went with these ribbed brass knobs that I thought matched the pull wrap really well without being too distracting. I love how the base turned out, but we're not done yet. Come back for part 4 to see how we finish off Megadesk.